Generic greetings and welcome to Choo Choo Survivor. Today's beverage is a quite interesting cucumber, strawberry, green tea infusion. There's another ingredient there as well, I just can't remember because it's quite a long list. Either way, welcome to Choo Choo Survivor. This is a, can we say survivor-like game? It's, you know, the Vampire Survivors has spawned sort of its own genre, and either way, it's a game where you drive a train and shoot zombies, and, well, let's get into it. Let's go to select locomotive. I've currently got 3 of the locomotives unlocked. I'm going to go with the very base model, which is the diesel-electric locomotive, and, well, we'll click play. So the idea is we'll go for, probably Forest of the Dead, and we drive from the left to the right, and then, yeah, it's all about shooting some stuff, and then making sure we can gather experience and level up. There's different resources as well, and I've got apparently, is that an airstrike? That looks like some sort of airstrike that's going on. Okay, that is new. So the only option we really have is to accelerate or not accelerate when it comes to movement. So we are set on a rail because trains, and we've also just been given the experience to level up, and this is what we're currently armed with. This is a minigun type of thing, and we can upgrade damage, rate of fire, pushback, or inertia. I'm going to go with probably inertia so that the bullets go through the zombies there, and obviously just going through here. And there's also other pickups we're getting as well. There's another level up. Let's go with rate of fire, and we've got, like, say, different pickups. So you've got things like health, you've got fuel, you've got a magnet, which is going to get the experience, and in this particular case we've got, let's say, this jet going overhead, leveling up pretty quickly here. It is a fairly frantic game. We've also got this other crate here on the pallet, and that will give us just basically like upgrade points. So there we go, and we're just going to gather that. And then you've got these this bullion gold type thing, whatever resource, and that's like your permanent roguelike type resource where at the end of the game, win or lose, you get to then upgrade your passive or maybe active bonuses as well, actually, and that goes for the further runs. Let me just go for more rate of fire. I could go for a different weapon, that is a choice, but I tend to find that just leveling up the main weapon to the max level is normally the way to go. Now, obviously, I've not really been doing anything with the mouse other than moving it around. That illuminates things, gathers experience, and activates our sort of attraction to the items there. So just pulls them towards us. There's another level up. Let's just go for some pushback there. And yes, you can indeed run over the zombies as you accelerate. You gain this this sort of cow catcher type of ram on the front, and it's gonna cause damage if you hit the zombies. Although, to be fair, even though you're like a, you know, you've got your locomotive here and whatnot, even though you'll be weighing, several tons, you pretty much stop dead after only a couple of hits, like with the zombies. There you can see I probably hit only 1 or 2 of them, and we pretty much halved our speed. But anyway, continuing on as we drive through here. Currently level 9, we're 11% of the way through the map. Obviously, standard zombies are just sort of coming in. Let me go for even more damage on that one. And just plowing through. We're going to start getting different types of zombies as we get further into the map. Wow, the experience coming thick and fast here as we go through this one. I can turn it off, so I can say open when leveling up. We'll turn that off, so basically we'll go for, just gather that, there we go. And yeah, we just basically plow through, and there we go. We've got a level up, but it didn't open up, so we can sort of save our points if we were so inclined. Oh, there's a different type of zombie, and it's sort of this like hooded leaping one. They've got like a hoodie on and stuff, and they're sort of squatting down, and they'll jump on your train and cause all kinds of fuss. So let's gather these resources. I'm just going to slow down. It's best that you get them as they're coming towards you. If they have to loop back around, it can be a bit of a wait for you to get that. Let's go ahead and upgrade this time with loads of points. So we're maxed out now. We've actually got 5 more points. So what do you want to upgrade? We've got, what's this? This is some sort of drone. We've got a minigun, a rocket launcher, and a shotgun. I want to get another couple of crates. I think it would be nice to get that drone and see what it is like. So this is fuel here. I should point out the resources that you use are your resources. No, your stats are basically your health and your fuel. It is actually called diesel, even though in the steam locomotive it requires diesel. It's just fuel, which, yeah, there you go. So leveling up now to, we've still only got 5 of these pallet resources. I'm just going to continue plowing through here. You can see we just pretty much stop as we get to here. No, come on, can we take these out? It shouldn't be too much of a problem. Back there we've got some health, but we don't need it, nor do we need the fuel, so I'm going to continue on. Even if they go off screen, they are still coming towards you. They will still be attracted to the locomotive, but just after a while they will disappear, I think. Anyway, just ploughing through, and we're on 21%. And there is some more resources. I'm just going to slow down for those, and we could probably get the fuel actually, because we are starting to get a little bit low on that one. And it's probably best that I get... I think I'm going to have to spend some of these resources, because it's becoming a bit of an issue. Oh, that's 17. I thought it said 5. Did it not update until I opened this? I'm not sure. Let's go for a drone, and I also want to go for maybe a rocket launcher. And you can set up like how it fires, so you go for example, that's a random hit. You can go random, you can go circular, you can go at the cursor, yeah, or closest. I tend to go, let's go with closest actually for the rocket launcher. I'm going to just increase the area of effect, because why would we not? And oh, there we go, we've got a drone that's circling around now, and I'm not too sure what it does, but it looks like it's causing a bit of damage. We've got obviously bigger zombies coming in here, which is a bit of an issue, but well, we'll just plow on. Let's see what we can do. So let's just grab these. Oh, there's an airstrike. This will be really useful for all of the enemies around here. That's pretty good. That's getting taken out. And there's fuel and stuff behind us, but we don't really care about that one. Let's just go ahead and gather apparently loads of experience there. I'm guessing what's happened is the strike has taken out everything in front of us. Yeah. Okay, so open this up again. I am going to put open this automatically when experience is maxed and we level up, so that's fine. Over to another wave and ploughing straight through. Oh, they are hitting it. We are taking damage. We are taking damage, and we are about a third health. That's a bit concerning. Let's go for more rate of fire on the rocket launcher. Just going to plow right into all of these and cause considerable damage, and also take considerable damage, but obviously experience is also pretty good as well. Let's see if we get some distance. Now, there we go. Yep, I just picked up the magnet, which is an XP magnet, so we don't have to mouse over anything to gather that. Let's go for extra damage on the rocket launcher, which obviously is going to target, like say, the closest available thing. But yeah, I think those, some of them now, they're not even dropping experience. The game's given up on dropping experience for some of those. Alright, so continuing on then and ploughing through here, let's just go for more damage on the rocket launcher, which should hopefully take care of business. We've got a bit of health coming in as well, which is fine, and indeed some fuel. We'll wait for the fuel and then we will continue on. The locomotives themselves have different statistics, which will be like their health, or their max health, their max fuel, also the speed that they can achieve, acceleration, and the weapons that they come with by default. So the steam locomotive, for example, I believe has like a... It doesn't have a minigun, it has like a machine gun of some kind, so it actually fires a lot faster, I believe, even though you would assume the minigun would be would have that trait, but it matters not. Up to 36%, so run is going good. Let's just gather that, and I'm going to wait for that one to catch up. You can see if you do shoot past it, it can be a bit of an issue if you have to wait. Let's go straight into all of these. Looks like we are pretty much alright now. Yeah, we can go through them without any great issue. And we're just going to get some speed up. There we go, and straight into this one. There's maxed out on our... Yeah, maxed out completely on our rocket launcher there. Just going to wait for that health, and then we're going to, again, get some more speed up, and then plough forward. Bit of gold there. A lot of experience, actually, which is good. It's not experience we need, though. It's the pallet resources in our inventory. There's a bit of gold. There's an XP magnet. We'll gather that. And plough through here. So there is... Ooh, good damage. Let's go with... So we've got a minigun, we've got a rocket launcher. Let's go with a shotgun, and it's going to fire in a circular pattern, and let's go again for inertia, so it goes through all of the targets. So there we go, that's good. We're up to level 34, 6 minutes in on the run, and we are almost halfway there through this one. Obviously we'll start to see some more types of enemies, and also we may even start to see some mini bosses, and then some, well, I think, are they called elites, or they're called. I don't know what the actual term is for them. Elites, mini bosses, champions, whatever. The ones that are a little bit harder than these ones that we're versing here. Let's go for rate of fire and inertia on the shotgun. Whoa, you can see that as you do the level, it just fires a sort of test shot almost. Let's go again for rate of fire. And then how we're doing for fuel. We're doing okay for fuel. And not that we have much choice in whether we stop or slow down for fuel or whatever, just because we're running into a lot of enemies here. So let's just see if we can get some speed up, and no, we're stopped again. But there is lots of level ups. I'm going to go with damage now on that shotgun, and we are approaching, and indeed will pass the 50% mark. There's 49%, and another level up again. We'll go for actually a bit of knockback this time, and zipping past all this. I just want to get a bit more distance along the line here. Grab some of that. More pushback. I'll have to check out the drone actually. I don't know if there's any options for leveling up the drone. Oh, here we go. So we got a couple of sort of mini bosses there, and those will drop. Let me just go for this level here. It would be nice if this automatically opens up once you've spent your points. It automatically closes. That will be a nice option to have. There is 4 pallet resources and only 2 there. So it's like the loot crates you get in Vampire Survivors. And let's go with more damage. That's going to be really effective now. I'm not worried at all about this big horde in front of us. They are going to be absolutely wiped out in pretty much no time. You see the levels are coming thick and fast as we're taking out all of these. But we can't get any more speed, really. We're pretty much stopped here. Don't think you can go back over. No, you can't go back over. You can hold space or shift to go forward, and that's your only option. I don't know if there's a plan to add multiple tracks. So if you're driving down and it goes right this way, you know, there's like a switch ahead and it says right, you can go one way, it'll be this amount of resources up there or bosses or whatever. Just added choice would be nice, because at the moment there's not really a great and meaningful choices, or at least that's what it seems. We can buy an airstrike, we can buy a magnet, we can buy health and diesel, but we can't upgrade the drone, which is a bit of a shame. So what do we want to get? I'm going to go with another minigun. This time it's going to fire at the cursor. And what I'll do is I'll point it forward, and we'll see if we can clear the tracks out. That is my aim, and we're going to go with rate of fire. Actually, if it's the minigun pointing at where we're looking at, probably inertia, because then we can, yeah, like I said, try and clear these tracks out. And you can see I'm pretty much, yeah, not doing there's nothing at all there in terms of movement. Let's go with inertia. That's maxed out now, and I'm gonna go for more pallet resources. Even the experience gems are the same as Vampire Survivors. Maybe rate of fire. Yeah, that's fine. And there we go. 57% on the run, 9 minutes in, 58. Yep, and lots of experience. Gonna go with rate of fire once again. Then we'll probably up the damage. I don't really care too much about the knockback on this weapon. So I'm just trying to clear the center. See the center, so we can just keep driving. But even then, because of the waves and because of how they're spawning, it's a bit of a problem. I'm going to wait actually here for a second and just gather up all of these other resources. There we go. That's pretty much that set. I mean, we could just sit here and farm experience, but I think at this stage we should be alright to keep going. There's even more level ups there. Lots of leapers. I don't know if there's an index of type of zombies, but I don't think it's strictly necessary. And here we go. Let's see if we can get a bit down the line. I haven't really mentioned too much about the art style or colour scheme. Obviously quite simple in terms of, well, the colour palette and the overall look of it. Very readable. But oh, that's another big wave of enemies there. Oh, there's an airstrike. That'll be perfect for this stage. But what I like to do is gather that and, right, we're not going to stop now. We're just going to keep going, and that'll just lay waste to all of these here, which means, obviously, loads of experience. Absolutely hordes of experience. Experience for days here. There we go. 68% on the run. Level 59, 11 minutes in. Feels like we're going to be slowing down here. Yeah, we are slowing right down as we just run into a big bunch of zombies. I'm actually going to stop for a second while we gather up all of these resources that are trailing us there. We're up to nearly 7,000 of the global resource, which we'll use to level up stuff later on. We'll get some unlocks as we finish this. So there's a couple more. I'm not going to stop. Let's just keep going. We'll level. Oh, actually, we'll probably stop here. Let's gather all of these. Don't need the fuel, and I don't need the magnet per se, but I guess we'll end up getting it. And there's just loads more damage now. So the damage is pretty good. Over 7,000 global resource, which is fine. And pretty much had to stop the train there. It wasn't even my choice, it just happened because of the amount of enemies that were around and we were trying to go through. There you go, look, we run over 2 or 3 and it's pretty much stopped. But yeah, they're getting pushed back as well. Oh, here's some more of those bosses. Oh, and speaking of bosses, there is a boss here. There's like almost a Medusa type thing coming towards us. Yeah, there it is. And ooh, let's go for some pushback, although the knockback doesn't seem to affect that. That boss is now down, and it is special reward. So it looks like even the mini ones, well, between the minis and the big sort of special enemies, you don't really get much of a... There's not much of a difference, it feels like, anyway. Let's go for... Well, I was going to say let's go for another gun, but we can't. We're actually maxed out on the gun, but we will go for an airstrike. Yeah, there's only a set amount of weapons that you can have, although you can increase those later on based on the global unlocks. Looks like the airstrike is really clearing the way now, so we're going to take advantage of that and charge forwards. Yeah, there we go. So we're leaving them all in the rear view mirror there. See you later. We're continuing on. 80% on the run almost. There's the 80%, 12 minutes in. And I think, yeah, feels like we're going to stop around here. We're going to probably go for a experience magnet. And fuel and everything else is okay. I mean, we could just take a slow approach and just... Oh, when those jump on you, the train just pretty much stops completely. Yeah, we could just stop and farm resources, but I think it's fair to say we've got this under our belt now. There's our airstrike. That couldn't have came at a better time. And there we go. There's the airstrike. Clearing the way. Let's get a meaningful way forward here. Alright, so there's lots of resources. Going to go with an experience magnet. Slowing right down. Level up is good. I'm just going to open this. And is there anything we can get in here? I'm going to bring it down to where the airstrike is. Might as well gather these health and fuel, just so we're maxed out for the last leg of the journey, which is, well, the last 12%. So I don't know if there's going to be another big fight up ahead. I'm able to take care of whatever those things are. And it would be nice if we were able to get an airstrike, but I don't think it's going to happen. Doesn't really matter though. We are pretty much sailing through. I think that's it. I think that feels like, with the change of the music and everything else, that's pretty much it. We are there. Let's call in an airstrike, and we will make our way to the end of the level. Lots of resources, lots of experience, just clearing the way. And I think that will be a successful run. So I might as well slow it down now to gather these global resources. We're on 10,000 of that as well, so that's going to come in very handy to unlock things. I think we'll be unlocking another weapon slot, because obviously we've got resources here, which we are able to spend. So we're able to say, look, fuel's getting low. We can say, look, let's give ourselves some extra fuel. But yeah, it's. I just think having the option for an additional weapon might be the way to go. Although we could just increase damage as well. So you could go tall with it and have a few weapons and make them as powerful as you want and upgrade them to the absolute max level, or you could just go wide and just go with say a bunch of weapons that aren't yet fully upgraded. But there we go. That is the run. Sadly, no honking of a whistle or anything as we get to the end, but there we go. So we well, let's see what the kill streak was. We got 5,000 for the. I mean, what would you call that? How do you even describe some of these? So you've got the standard zombie 5. You've got a wider zombie at the top, lifting zombie. You've got 10,000. You've got even bigger lifting zombie, 1,600. You've got squatting zombie, 600. We've got whatever that one is, 27 axe throwing one. And lots of resources. Either way, main menu. Let's go to unlock abilities, and this is obviously where we've got our global resource, and we can go for, say, for example, damage increase for 7,000. That would max that out. We could go for extra gold gain, extra experience gain. The crusher, we could probably go for some of that. Airstrike duration, I think it would be. Well, we've got a class 34. We've got a Milwaukee Road Class A and a Class AC 4400. Fifth weapon would be 9 grand. We're gonna get that. We're gonna get the fifth weapon and maybe go for gold gain for now. And there you go. So that was the diesel electric locomotive. We've also got the classic steam locomotive, which has it just runs on diesel. We've got yeah, diesel capacity, yeah, there you go. So it's got, as opposed to the other one, it's a little bit faster, it's got less health, but it has a minigun, it has a Tommy gun instead of a rocket launcher, and has the shotgun. Whereas if we go down to the bottom here, we've got like these other ones. You can see we've got things like a grenade launcher. Yeah, so this thing here, this is the Gronk Shunter, has a grenade launcher, a rocket launcher, and a minigun. So different combos throughout this. Nah, nice. And yeah, we've got the 3 ones, and this is called City of the Dead. And it's a little bit more detailed than the other one. Okay, quite like that. Let's gather this stuff up, and we're gonna head out. So crush. Yep, there we go. So we've got all of these sort of ruined buildings and cars. Yeah, there's the level up, and that's... ooh, okay. So you got radio effect, and obviously explode is on. Don't know what that means. Explode is on. Surely explode is on by default for all explosive things. Unless it obviously malfunctions, but you don't generally get to choose whether it does that or not. Right, so we'll just continue on. Level 2 already. It's going to be a fairly interesting run, I think. Obviously, never played this... Never been on this locomotive or this map, actually, but there you go. But yeah, different types of zombies as well, and that grenade launcher is actually doing very well. Let's go for probably rate of fire is good for the grenade launcher. Lots of upgrade things here as well. But yeah, I think you get the idea of the game. I think it's fairly easy to understand. Did we get to one more level and just go for a couple of rate of fires? Ooh, that's a big increase in rate of fire. Oh yeah, the rate of fire is massive. Okay. I don't know what it fires at, actually. It's firing at the closest target, so that gives us an indication of where the zombies will be. Let's just try and get through here. Extra damage. You've also got a knockback, but to be honest, most of the time it seems like we're just destroying them anyway. But yeah, we'll probably leave it there for now. Let's go back to the main menu. That has been a bit of Choo Choo Survivor. Overall, fairly simple take on the whole survivor type genre, where you just have to defeat waves after wave of opponents. In terms of choice, it doesn't feel like there's a lot of choice to make. Obviously, you can select your weapons, and you can preemptively select your locomotive as well as the maps. So there's only 3 of them at this build, and obviously like your global unlocks as well, your abilities. But yeah, it would be nice if there was more choice in the levels. So you come up to switches, you can take a different path, which would alter the types of enemies you would get, etc. But overall, it's a fairly simple take on the idea, and obviously it's trains, so it's naturally going to be better than than the other ones. You can alter screen resolution in the main menu, but you can't alter the volume. That has to be done in game for some reason. I don't know why that's a thing. But yeah, it is what it is, I guess. Either way, if you like what you see, by all means, check the link out in the description. This video is due to go live before the game is out, but depending on when you're watching this, it's either out now or out soon. But there is a demo freely available, so you can try that as well. If you have any tips, comments, suggestions, leave them in the comments below. And if you want to see more, by all means, let me know as well. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.